Hi, my name is Jaclyn Whittaker, and I'm going to be presenting on Chapter 27 of the Messler text, which was on layouts. First, we need to define the term layout. What is a layout? And this definition was taken from the dictionary, but also included in the Messler text. A layout is an arrangement or plan, especially the schematic arrangements of parts or areas. The purpose of a layout is often to achieve a logical ordering or a flow. And when I thought of a layout before I read this chapter, I think I kind of had the wrong idea. So I wanted to make a distinction between a layout and a design or a plan. So the picture that is on the bottom here is a layout. This was included in our textbook, this illustration, and it is showing where things in a house would be: the kitchen, the living room, the dining room, etc. A layout is meant to be illustrative. So when you look at this layout here, you can see the ordering and the flow, how the house would be set up. However, it's very different from a design or a plan. At the top picture there is more of a blueprint or a plan. And this includes a lot of measurements and extra information where a builder would actually be able to construct the home from all the information given. So it's important to distinguish that a layout is more illustrative and helps with ordering and flow, and then designs and plans take that a step further. Layouts are used in many areas: engineering, architecture, civil, industrial, electrical, and mechanical engineering. And they're used on the way to a final design, and they help to guide thinking. So again, tying in with what I mentioned on the previous slide, a layout is helpful along the way when you are working towards a final design. Some examples of layouts from Chapter 27 include a layout for a home, the site plan for the Scottish Parliament, which is the bottom picture there, an intersection layout, which is the top picture there, and I have just never really thought of how intricate intersections are and how you do need layouts and plans and designs to make them. So I found that really interesting as I was reading about it and looking at the illustration in the text. Layouts can also be used for start, run, relay, wiring guide for a car, which was another example that was used in the text. What do engineers use layouts for? Engineers use them for optimal utilization of space, for distribution of energy or services like water, heat, air conditioning, cable, electricity, other things like that, and also for the efficient flow of vehicles, as in the intersection example. Specific engineers, industrial engineers use layouts to arrange assembly lines and floor space. Electrical engineers use layouts to distribute electrical power, arrange wiring and circuit paths. Mechanical engineers use layouts to distribute heated and cooled air and to arrange machinery. And chemical engineers arrange the flow of raw materials, chemicals, and finished products. And I have a video here. This video was actually referenced in the Messler text as a good example to show the use of a 3D modeling and rendering. So this is a chemical plant, and actually the copyrights on the video do not allow me to play it while I'm recording. But if you go ahead, it's only about a 30-second video, and you can see pretty well here on this picture just how intricate this is, and it looks like an actual chemical plant, but it is really just a model, and I thought that was really interesting. The video just shows it to you from all angles. How can layouts be incorporated in the classroom? So I teach second grade for reference, and I was really excited when I was looking through this chapter because this chapter did use pretty intricate examples of layouts that would be a little above my head and way above my second graders' heads, but I was able to think of many ways that I could use layouts with my students. And actually, the first example of using layouts would be just when I'm setting up my classroom at the beginning of the year. So not even necessarily a lesson, but I just wanted to note that that's something that we all deal with when we're setting up our classroom, and even more so this year. I'm sure if you're in person, your layout was very important as you set up your classroom. But also an activity for students. How could students help to set up their own learning environment? This is a place where you can actually put all of the furniture that you have in your room, and students could rearrange it and create a layout of what they think the classroom should look like or what would work best. I could see my students really loving this idea, and it would be something really fun for them to do. Some other examples of how layouts could be incorporated in the classroom would be having students design layouts for a zoo. Like I have a picture shown here, just to have students place animals where they should belong with each animal's habitat. A toy store, where should the products go? What should the store look like? A layout of that. Designing a school, or a layout for their own bedroom or for their house. I saw that when I used layouts in all these different ways, it really was incorporated into a lot of subject areas. Writing, I could see them using any one of the layouts that I mentioned to persuade, inform, or to share their opinion. With the zoo example, I could tie that into science. We're going to be learning about habitats in the next couple of weeks, and I think that would be a great activity for them to do. Social studies, goods and services, we do a unit on economics, and of course you can tie in math and money with some of these layouts as well. So thank you so much for listening, and make sure to let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.